Well, let's start. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine.
Good. I've been busy. I had a very busy day, but here I am. Better than yesterday, I think. I'm happy, I'm optimistic, and energetic. I had I had pizza for dinner and Coke. And if I'm hungry later at night, I'm gonna make a sandwich. What do you have for dinner? Okay, we're gonna start with this activity. I want you to speak up to practice your English. We're gonna take the first three questions here. Are you a yes person? Do you say yes to everything? Do you say yes to the requests of your family, at work, on the street? You only say yes? Do you think saying always no to others is a beneficial action? When is good to say no? Yeah. And have you ever been rejected by anybody? Who is this person? Understand the questions?
No, teacher.
Okay. Do you understand the first question? Are you a yes person?
No, teacher.
What do you think a yes person is?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, ask me that question. Yolanda, ask me the first question, please.
Are you a yes
Are
person?
you
Um, no. Sometimes I say yes, but when I have the possibility to do what the person is requiring, yeah. If it's on my limits, I can say yes. But if not possible to do like things like talking about money or sometimes talking about time or about work, sometimes I say no, I can't do it. Yeah, so I say no. But most of the time I say yes, yes, I can help, yes, I can do it. Okay? But sometimes I say no. I need to have my space. I need to have time for relaxing. So sometimes I don't say. Okay, thank you. Maria Fernanda asked me question number 2.
Do you think saying always no to other is a beneficial action?
Yes. No, oh, sorry. Do you think saying always no to other? No, no, it's not. Okay, we have to make a balance and we have to consider the things. We have to consider the things, we have to consider the situations, and we have to consider the limits or the capacity of doing the things. So we can say no in sometimes, and we can say yes sometimes. So we have to, like, um, have critical thinking, analyze first. Okay, so I don't think it's beneficial. Uh, my friend Sergio, number 3.
Have you ever been rejected by anybody? Who is this person?
Oh, I've been rejected for a lot of people. I've been rejected for a lot of girls. When I say, when I say, I want to be your boyfriend, or do you want to be my girlfriend? They say no. Yeah. And sometimes when I had a job interview, I remember at Avianca, I went to Avianca, and they say no, sorry, come back later. So they rejected me.
The
Yeah.
toxic people.
I went there to find a job, and they reject me. And then another academy rejected me too. I don't remember the name of the academy, and I've been rejected by my father too, because with my father I don't, well, we have like uh, some issues, some problems. Okay, so I've been rejected by many people, but I'm happy. Okay, I want you to ask these questions to your partners. Okay, ask this question to your partner if you are a yes person, or if it is beneficial to say no, or even if you're being rejected by somebody or anybody. Okay, so let's go to the group. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to talk, and then we come back. Great. Time. 1 minute. Thank you, David. Okay, how was the activity? Or do you need more time? Hello, hello. Are you a yes? Are you a yes person? Have you been rejected by anyone or by anybody? Okay, let's continue with the class. We have a new topic here. Oh, sure. Here we go. Okay. Now, All right, let's start. Francisco, can you read this information here? The objective and number one, activity number one.
Does your company have regulation about employees'
No, behavior.
behavior? Name three examples of unacceptable behavior in your company.
All right, thank you. Good. All right. So in this unit, you will be able to react to appropriate and inappropriate behavior at work. Does your company have regulations about employees' behavior? Yes or no? Do you know what is behavior?
No, teacher.
What is behavior?
What is behavior, teacher?
I'm asking you. What is behavior? What is it? Conducta, comportamiento. Okay? All right. Now, the question that Francisco was reading is, does your company have regulations about employees' behavior? Yes or no?
Yes.
All the companies have regulations. Yeah, because you have to be a good employee with good behavior. Because they don't accept people drunken, right? Or they don't accept that you smoke inside of the company. Or that you don't use uniform. Or long hair. Or the safety, if you don't use the safety equipment. If you don't have manners to talk or interact with your coworkers. Okay, so there are regulations. There are rules. Okay, so now think of the regulations you know. Name three examples of unacceptable behavior in your company. What are the things that you cannot do in your company? Think. Ready? You have it? Name three examples of unacceptable behavior in your company. I'm gonna write something on the chat. Read that one. That is one of the top unacceptable behaviors in a company. Oh, that's a good one, Flor de Maria. When an employee does not carry out an order from the boss, yeah, that's unacceptable. Another. Come on, more. Oh, oh, in punctuality. Yeah, punctuality. Yeah, yeah. When you are responsible, and you don't get at work on time.
Teacher,
Hello.
how do you see it? Permiso?
Permission.
Permission.
Yeah, permission. Responsibility, disrespect, and failure to fulfill obligation. Oh, but that's a lot. Yeah, you are naming three. Okay, thank you, David. Thanks for your participation. Come on, people, participate. Use Google. When employees have an emergency, don't have permission. Use cell phone during work hours. Okay. Maybe we can say, Jacqueline, when an employee doesn't attend to work without permission. Because when you have an emergency, you make a phone call. You say, hey boss, I have an emergency. I won't be able to be at work. I'm gonna send you, I don't know, a paper or photography. When the company's rules are broken, but what rules? You have to be specific. When are not paid, who's not paying attention in the conference? When you're not paying attention, okay? Subject, the subject. Okay, let's continue. There are many rules that can be broken, and that's unacceptable behavior. When you disrespect your coworkers, when you don't accomplish your job, your like if I tell you, okay, at 2 p.m. I need the report, you don't finish the report. You've been told to do the report. When you are yelling, okay, but that's something uh, very, inappropriate. Inappropriate. Okay, let's continue with another. Now we have a conversation here. And said, you listen to your dear instructor, read the conversation, then practice with a compañero. Okay, can you take a picture, please? Take a picture. Flor, can you send a shot to the group because my camera is not that good, not that clear. I'm gonna send the audio. I can't believe it. Robert is addicted to his phone. Do you see him? You're right. He should not chat in a meeting. Absolutely. That's not polite. He should answer his messages after the meetings, and we should not talk about it. That's not polite either. I agree. We should help him instead. Thank you, Yacy. Any questions about pronunciation or meanings? Make your questions.
No question.
No questions? Pronunciation is okay?
I
Pol
listen.
polite, teacher.
Absolutely,
Is polite.
absolutely.
Okay, one by one, please. Polite,
Polite.
polite.
Either or what?
No, either.
Either. Okay.
Either, and some people say either.
Okay.
Both pronunciations are okay. Either or either. And with the British accent is either. All right. Another?
The attendance, teacher.
The attendance. Yeah, the attendance gonna come after the conversation. Okay?
Absolutely. No sé cómo se pronuncia, profe.
Okay, here we go. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Repeat, repeat, and repeat. Any other? Should not chat. Should not chat. Should not chat. Should not chat. Should not talk. Should answer. Should answer. Should answer. Should answer. Got it? Robert is addicted. Robert is addicted. Robert is addicted. Ready? Let's go. Here. 4 minutes. Okay. What happened, Yolanda? Okay, Carla, you ready? Practice with me.
Okay. I can believe it. Robert is addicted to his phone. Did you see him?
Yeah, you're right. He should not chat in a meeting.
Absolutely. That is not polite.
He should answer his messages after the meetings. And we should not talk about it. That's not polite either.
Agree. We should help him instead.
Instead, thank
Instead.
you. Thank you, Carla. Pretty good. Only the word, this one is addicted. Addicted. Okay, addicted. Hello. Okay, let me see. Jacqueline and Sergio, practice, please.
Okay.
Bueno,
I can't believe it. Robert is addicted to his phone. Did you see him?
you're right. He should not chat in a meeting.
Absolutely. That is not polite.
He should answer his message after the meetings, and we should not talk about him. That's not polite either.
Agree. We should have him instead. Hear that, teacher?
Instead, yes,
Instead.
instead.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm going to correct some pronunciation. Okay, listen. I can't believe it. Robert is addicted to his phone. Did you see him? Okay. You're right. He should not chat in a meeting. Okay, that was good. Absolutely. That is not polite. He should answer. No me pronuncien la W. La W is a silent letter, okay? He should answer his messages. Messages. Come on, repeat. Messages. Messages. Messages.
Messages.
Okay.
Messages.
Answer.
Answer.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Either.
Messages.
Either.
Either.
Okay, good. Just one more couple, and then we call the attendance. Okay. Merari, hello, how are you? Long time no see you. Let's see, okay, good. All right, Merari.
Hello.
All right. Merari, practice with Flor, please.
Okay. Merari,
I can.
you Claudia. You are Claudia.
Okay. I can't believe it's Robert is addicted to his phone. Did you see him?
You're right. He told not chat in a meeting.
Absolutely. This is
Absolutely.
not. Absolutely. That is not polite.
Polite. He told
Polite.
answer his messages after the meeting, and we should not talk about him. That's not polite either.
I agree. We should help him study.
Okay, should.
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 Should. Okay,
Should.
la O y la L are silent letters, okay? Okay.
Should.
O and L,
Should.
do not pronunciate. Should. Should. All right, good. Thank you. Let's continue. Oh, the attendance, yes, the attendance.
Finish.
All right, the attendance comes now. Good. Let me see. Adriana Lizeth Chavez.
Present.
Thank you. Diana Elizabeth Ramirez. Thank you. Flor de María Valladares.
Present, teacher.
Francisco Javier Quinteros.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Gerson Osvaldo Deras.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Jacqueline Xiomara Araujo.
Present.
Thank you. Juan Carlos Quevedo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Karen Gemina Membreño. Bueno, Karen ya tiene, quiero ver. Karen, 00.
Teacher,
Hello.
Karen have a meeting every night. Yeah, and the work.
At work every night.
Yes.
Okay.
Me too, but
Okay. But tell her to attend classes. Okay. Carla Nayeli Machado.
Present.
Thank you. Kimberly Nayeli Miranda.
Present.
Thank you. María Fernanda Morán.
Present.
Thank you. Merari Andrea.
Present.
Thank you. Sergio David Leiva.
I'm here.
Vanessa Guadalupe Santos.
Present.
Thank you, Vanessa. Walter Amilcar Ramírez.
Present.
Thank you, Walter. Jenny Carolina Tovar.
Present.
Thank you, Jenny. And Yolanda Perez de Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, let's go back to our class. And this is the next activity. Per word, discuss the question with a partner. What are some polite behaviors you expect from your coworkers? And what are some rude behaviors your coworkers are not expected to do? But before discussing this, I want you to watch a video. Take notes, okay? Take notes. We are going to watch a video about bad behaviors, bad manners. Pay attention to the video. This one. It's loading, okay? It's loading.
Espérame, ¿qué hace?
Si tu día pinta mal, Pepto Bismol actúa para aliviar desde la primera toma.
Hi, my name is Rebecca from ingvid.com. In today's lesson, you'll learn how to function effectively in a cross-cultural environment in North America, in Britain, and so on, and what you should not do. This is actually one of two videos that I've recorded. The other one is on good manners, and this one is about bad manners. This one is about what you should not do when you're in North America or in England, okay? So I've divided it between what you should not say and what you should not do. Let's have a look. So in terms of speaking, when you're speaking in a group or in a public place, try not to speak in a very loud voice. Don't speak too loudly. Keep your volume relative to other people's volume, all right? Listen. Now again, everything that I'm going to say to you here, remember, always take it with a pinch of salt. What does this expression mean? Understand that it's not 100% like that, but generally speaking, it's like that, okay? Next one. In a public situation such as a party, try to avoid controversial subjects. What does that mean? A controversial subject is something where people have strong views, such as religion or politics. We try to avoid these subjects, for example, at a social occasion, at a wedding or a party, because if you get into a discussion with someone on these subjects, it can become a little bit aggressive, it can become a little bit angry, and perhaps that's not very kind to your host or hostess that are planning a pleasant kind of event. So remember to keep that in mind. Of course, with your own friends or people you know well or people you see often, you do share your views on these subjects, and that may be perfectly okay. All right? Next. We also avoid speaking about money. I know that money is, of course, of great interest to everyone, but we usually do not ask people that we don't know well or acquaintances or people we've just met. We don't ask them questions like, how much do you make? How much do you earn? How much did you pay for your house or your car or something else? We don't ask that because it's not polite, okay? Of course, again, with people you know well, you may share that information. And if somebody decides to share that with you, that's fine, but you try to avoid asking it. Next is not to ask personal questions. What do I mean by personal questions? You don't usually ask people how old they are or how much they weigh or something like that, or how many, if they're married or if they have kids. Now again, if you're a married person and you have children and you meet another married person and it's clear that he or she has children, it's perfectly fine to talk about how old your children are because it's obvious that you all have children. So I don't mean to never ask them, but if you meet just one person, you don't want to start asking them, oh, why don't you have children or something like that, because that's giving advice very early when you barely know somebody, and people don't like that kind of advice usually. Next is avoid talking about yourself, because that can sometimes seem like you're boasting. Now, of course, that doesn't mean not to give information about yourself, but not to talk too much about yourself. When you talk too much about yourself, then people feel that you just care about yourself. Instead of that, tell a little bit about yourself, and then turn the conversation and turn the focus and the attention onto the other person. Ask them about themselves. Okay. The next point is not to interrupt people. In many different cultures, there's many different rules about this. But in North America, generally, when one person is speaking, we try to wait until they finish speaking, and then we say what we want to say. Try not to interrupt while other people are speaking. Last point here is about speaking when your mouth is full. Don't do it. In other words, don't eat and talk at the same time. Eat if you're at a dinner, eat, finish eating, and then speak. Nobody likes to see all that food inside your mouth, and neither can we understand you very clearly when you have something in your mouth. So avoid that. Next, let's look at some things which you should not do. Don't stare at people. Don't stare at women also. I know that when I had some students from other countries, they said to me that when they came to Canada, they didn't understand when men were interested in them. Because in their country, men normally looked at them when they walked down the street. And here, men don't usually do that. They look, but they don't show that they're looking. So the woman said to me, I don't know when anybody likes me because nobody's looking at me. So I explained to her that, because she was a very attractive girl, that I'm sure a lot of people like you and like the way you look, but they're not going to show it. So in a North American environment, usually we don't try to stare at strangers, okay? So keep that in mind. Next point is when you meet someone for the first time, it is not the custom to kiss, all right? Even the polite kiss on the cheek, we don't do that. In some countries, it is perfectly acceptable. And in fact, that's part of the custom. But in North America, no. Just shake hands and that's enough. Later, when the relationship becomes friendlier or warmer, then sometimes we do give each other a little kiss on the cheek. But better to be careful about that rather than to do it too soon. Okay? Next is to avoid touching people too much when you're talking to them, or don't touch them at all. If there's a stranger, try to avoid touching them. Again, it's a general rule. Sometimes men, when they meet, they will slap each other on the back or something like that. But on the whole, if you're not certain, it's better not to do that, and just a shaking of hands or something like that is enough. Also, if you bump into someone, try, when you're walking down the street, try to avoid bumping into people. It's not expected, and if it happens, apologize. Next, avoid any kind of what could be considered sort of uncultured behavior, which would mean things like spitting in a public place, or scratching your head or scratching yourself in some private place, or burping or farting or anything like that. Avoid all of those things. That is not considered polite at all. Next is when you're walking. Even when you're walking down the street, if you see two people coming and it's clear they're talking to each other, try to avoid walking right between them. Walk around them. If you have to walk through to people who are speaking to each other or who are clearly together, then make sure you say, excuse me, I'm sorry, something like that as you pass. But otherwise, avoid that. Find a way around them. Next, don't be impatient in your speech or in your body language. When someone is talking to you, don't go, yes, right, yes, and then. So when you do things like that, people understand that you're trying to rush them, you're trying to hurry them, like you're boring them, like you already can read their mind and you know what they want to say. So don't do that. Wait patiently, listen. Sometimes we do these things with people we live with, and it's probably not very nice there either, but it may be okay at home to do that. It's not really okay to do that with others. The next thing is going to be tricky, and you're going to ask me, like, what are you talking about? There are so many cologne and perfume companies, but I have written here, in an office situation, in a business environment, don't wear cologne or perfume. Yes, I am saying that. Why? Because in many office environments in North America today, they are considered sort of fragrance-free zones. Because of the fact that many people have allergies, it is recommended that people don't use cologne. If you have to use cologne, use very, very little, or just be clean, but don't use cologne or perfume. Certainly don't drench yourself in that. Don't use too much. Now, if you go to a party, again, yes, you can use cologne or perfume, but don't use too much. Don't overpower people, because somebody who might be sensitive to smell will actually not like that at all, which is not your intention, okay? And the last one, which is part of that, is about body odor. Don't smell bad. Now you might wonder, well, that's why I use the cologne. No, you don't want to use the cologne to hide your body odor. No. What you want to do is you want to be clean. That means your mouth should be fresh. Brush your teeth. Use breath freshener if you need to, especially if you've just eaten food with a lot of spices in it. Also, make sure you use deodorant. We are not accustomed to the smell of sweat here, so use deodorant or antiperspirant so that you don't smell. Also, make sure you take a shower regularly, and make sure that your clothes don't smell of wherever you've been, because clothes can hold on to the smell of food or tobacco or marijuana or alcohol and all kinds of things. So make sure that your clothes are clean and that they don't smell of something, particularly if you're going to an interview or something like that, or if you're going to a party as well. Okay? So I believe that if you do these 15 things, or rather, if you don't do these 15 things, you will be very effective in a North American culture. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, please do that. And if you'd like to do a quiz on this subject, please go to our website, www.ingvid.com. Thank you very much.
Okay. Mention one thing you shouldn't do. Did you take notes? No. Why are you so quiet? Uh-huh.
Loud voice.
Loud voice, loud. Loud voice.
Loud voice. Use in a group.
Mhm.
She
Complete the idea.
to do a mentions
Mhm.
that use in a group. Loud voice.
Okay. Nobody else? So don't scream, don't yell, okay? The tone of your voice must be normal. No, hey, don't scream, don't yell.
Teacher, I have a
Hello.
question.
Yes.
The last idea is about body
Body odor.
body, my body.
Yeah, your body.
Odor.
You smell.
Okay.
Your body odor.
Okay.
All right. Now we can discuss the question with a partner. What are some polite behaviors you expect from your coworkers? What are some rude behaviors your coworkers are not expected to do? Understand? Understand?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Jaycee, can you take a shot and send it to the group, please? Thank you. Now let's go. You have 5 minutes to discuss. Everybody must speak. Avoid speaking Spanish. Ask your partner, hey, how do you say this in English? Okay, eso sí lo puede hacer, okay? Ask your partners and participate. Everybody must participate. You have group of 5. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. What happened, Vanessa? Problems?
What are some polite to respect from the coworkers? Yes. Reward with my colleague. Fernando. I respect education, empathy. At work, there's more respect.
Really good. Okay. Let's continue. Behavior. This is the concept, the definition. The way that someone acts in different situations. What is your favorite toward people when you are in a meeting, when you are at a party, when you are at a restaurant, when you are with your family, when you are with your friends, when you are on the street? What is your behavior in different places, in different situations? Okay, let's read this. The company expects polite behavior from all the employees. Interrupting other people when they speak is not a good behavior. Gossiping about coworkers is rude behavior. What is gossiping? What is gossiping? You don't know? No? Yes? Yes? No? Ajá. No los escucho.
No, teacher, no.
Ay, please speak. Speak.
Estaba en mute, teacher.
Ah, ok. Ok, gossiping es chambrear sobre otras personas.